Hey guys, so I thought for VEDA Day 2 I would watch back some of my old videos, some of my old vlogs on my old YouTube channel and comment on them and talk about things that I liked and some things that I didn't like as much. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting to watch back some of these old videos, possibly slightly embarrassing, and just kind of comment on them. So this is from a couple of years ago. I had a gig up in the Cairngorms, which is all the way here in Scotland. Beautiful place. And I've been quite inspired by a lot of Casey Neistat's vlogs and kind of wanted to film it. I just had my iPhone and that's how I did it. Nothing kind of special, I just set things up. Lots of time lapses from what I remember. Yeah, it was called Time Lapses Up the Cairngorms. So yeah, let's watch this back.
So right now I am here and we're travelling all the way up to here, past Perth and some other places.
It's so funny how I would animate it differently, like even just the animation I did earlier in this video. That's how I'd animate something like that now, whereas that's all I could do back then. It was just working with iMovie and like a PDF image thing that I'd like strung together, you know.
And this is a real tip. If you've got a gig that's really far away, try and pretend that you're going to set off earlier. So I
remember the whole point of shooting this video actually, was going to be like a tips video, like top 10 tips for things as a musician you need to bring to gigs, you need to remember about gigs. And I remember I kind of had that idea, so I filmed it like that, but then in the edit it just seemed a lot more interesting when I was just kind of showing the actual story, the actual gig, probably because the tips were actually quite bad. Oh, check out these time lapses. Oh, that's so bad. Just tax disc heavy time lapses there.
So, just a quick stop off at House of Brewer. It's good.
I remember thinking I looked crazy out and about doing that.
Facilities, look at the jelly beans obviously. Might come back here tomorrow if they...
I was also really happy, I remember I synced this up, the da-da-da-da and the music with like the xylophone and glockenspiel thing was timed perfectly as like you saw the jelly beans. That was a very well thought out thing for such a tiny thing. Let me just put it back actually just so you can see.
Just back on the road, just have to use the
Ready?
facilities, look at the jelly beans obviously. Might come back here tomorrow if they've... Also, I'm assuming it's okay for me to park here because I own a dog.
Awful humour, awful time lapses. Not bad music though. I remember being really happy with the music in this. Yeah.
Just checked into our palace for tonight, which is of course... Well, I thought I'd get... First of all.
Yeah, I remember... So this is a song by London Grammar off their album If You Wait, I think. I don't know, kind of looking back, I'm kind of not too happy with it. I remember I had thought either that or some Kelly music could have been cool. It just doesn't really seem to fit. I want to do another video about this, about how important music is to a vlog or to a YouTube video in general. It can totally make or break it, and I just feel here it's just kind of a little bit like... It feels like the music's a little bit too emotional for us just going up a funicular railway, possibly. Very cool drumstick trick though. There you go. Straight in. It's nice to watch this stuff back actually.
Idiot check.
Idiot check.
Check. Top tip, always have an idiot check. He's here. Hello.
It was fun actually. I also remember this gig a lot more because I filmed it. Like I remember a lot of these sorts of details and even other stuff that I filmed and didn't put in. I filmed so much stuff. See, the music just seems really weird. We stayed at a youth hostel, but the other guys decided not to stay. They were just going to drive back or whatever. But I decided I want to stay. So what I did is I imported all the footage, just sat in the youth hostel by myself, had a beer, and started to edit it all.
Time-lapse this.
What a weirdo.
I'm not about time-lapse in this vlog, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Cairngorms.
See, this is me thinking it's going to be a tips video.
I thought it'd be interesting if I brought you guys along.
So embarrassed.
Oh, jeez. Okay, another top tip is don't attach your iPhone camera to your steering wheel. Unless you want to get your viewers really wound up.
Just attach them to the steering wheel. It's such a stupid thing to do. When the music pops in is so this bit coming up was the first time I kind of decided to have a trademark thing in a vlog really. Whereas it cuts to a black screen, as Casey often did, but he would have kind of this vlog is over sort of thing. So I didn't want to have writing up because I didn't want to be too much of a copycat. But I liked that the music kicked in at a certain point. So that's why this kind of happens, and then happened in other vlogs after that. This bit here.
Hey!
And I liked having like those little outtake stuff. Right. Next one. Parking wardens and copyright infringements. 83 views. Already the time lapse is much better in this. I really like this bit actually with when he starts playing Smells Like Teen Spirit on the guitar, just like trying out little stuff like that, because back then there was hardly anyone watching. Same with now actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I just enjoy trying out stupid little musical things like this, just thought it was quite funny, you know.
Okay, so that was good, giving music lessons.
I mean, what is that? Oh, who made that choice for a cut?
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
I remember that.
Actually,
a really good gig actually. And again, this bit here is probably one of my favourite bits of the vlog, where Sam and Andy are just dancing, and then is that two little children just watching them. And then they run away almost like they're scared, and then as soon as I cut to a black screen, that's when the real track kind of fades in. Yeah, quite like that. Look at this guy here. He looks raging. Don't know why. Anyway. I loved having those little bits in the video. Or the next with the cat. I forgot about the cat.
any requests?
One thing I do like about filming is that you see those little moments that you could very easily forget about with like the cat or with Sam and Andy. I remember that day that was really funny because the event I was at kind of didn't really work out the way we'd hoped. Not that many people kind of really turned up for it. But in the vlog I kind of said, okay, it went really well, you know, really good, you know, just here.
Okay, so that was good, giving music lessons out in the Edinburgh streets to a few people.
But it wasn't really good, and I kind of had this thing because I knew pupils of mine might see this, or people I know might see this because they might watch my YouTube stuff. I kind of didn't want to give off the impression that something went wrong or just wasn't as good as it maybe seems. But that's one thing that just in the future in vlogging, I think you always have to be honest. Even if you put on, not that I put on this thing, but it just wasn't quite what we'd hoped. And I kind of wish I just turned to the camera and said, this kind of didn't really work. Okay, off to a gig in Glasgow. I'll put a playlist up here and at the end of the video of all these videos I'm kind of watching if you want to watch them back at some point. Let's just talk about one more for just now. Slow-mo money, mo problems. So happy with that title.
I have a really interesting day today, which could happen. Got a gig all the way up in Aberdeen, and it could be an interesting day, but it could be kind of boring. Maybe I should just end the vlog here today.
See, I really like doing stuff like that, kind of playing with that sense of humour. I guess that kind of very much now internet kind of meme culture in sense of humour, you know. But even in this video compared to the first one, look at like those time lapses over the bridge are just much better, and the music just kind of fits. Like I think that's actually quite a nice shot just for an iPhone as well. Yeah. Probably quite long time lapses don't afford have long time lapses. And even just like the fact the first vlog I was checking into hostel, youth hostel was kind of not all that great, and then in this third one I was checking into Premier, it just felt like a bit of a step up. I remember this gig very well. I remember the time lapse of us setting up was hardly any time because I was like, you don't need that much time to kind of really show. That was all it was. You don't really need much time to kind of show your setting up. That was all you needed. It was this stuff here that kind of I found really funny. Clearly. It's fun. It's fun being in a Keeley band.
Yeah, this is why. Pretend you're drunk in the 70s.
Oh yeah, we went back to the room. The reason I had to subtitle a lot of these things is because I was just filming on my phone, not like a relatively nice microphone and stuff. So the audio is really bad if you're kind of far away or if you're really quiet because you're in a premiere in at like 1 in the morning. So that's why I had to do that.
Okay, go.
I forgot about this. Love it. I remember being so happy with that. Understandably so. We get paid in cash in hand for a lot of these gigs that we do, and often in a hotel room, a very immature but fun thing to do is just throw the money around. But then you have to try and find it afterwards and try to pick up it, which isn't always fun. But I remember being particularly happy about this. I just like little things like how that one £20 note spins around, and then I just really loved it. Let's watch it again.
Okay, go.
That one there, and then it kind of comes over the camera and then off. Let's just have a very quick look at some other ones. Log 4, I remember I wasn't too happy with I used a classical track in this, remember I wasn't too happy with that, but I love the way I edited this bit of us playing live and not live at the end. And I was super happy with this edit. On the last hit of the Arctic Monkeys song is when I closed the car door. I just felt like I was kind of trying some of these things out, which I kind of hadn't really done before.
It is.
Yeah, like I really enjoy doing stuff like that. Right, let's try one more. Dressing up backstage. I remember this. And again, this goes back to being honest about vlogs, is that although it says vlog 5, this was 2 different gigs, 2 different locations. I didn't feel like they worked in as a vlog in themselves. But I really like both the footage from this, because the first half of us is us on our break in one venue, dressing up backstage, which we really shouldn't have done. The woman kind of showed us and it was like, okay, you can eat your buffet food in here. And I'm sure she possibly said, please don't touch the costumes, the period costumes. And then we started trying them on, obviously.
The melt's coming out the lips. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
See, that is one thing that I really love about vlogging, about filming stuff, is catching funny stuff like that. The best bands actually have fun whilst they're playing, and whilst they're not playing, like, they're actually genuinely friends. That's what makes for the best entertainment. Oh yeah, 3 sticks round, right? Yeah. It was quite a quiet gig, there's hardly anyone dancing, but at this point you can see. So I just thought I would see how many stick tricks I could throw in. So unprofessional. But quite entertaining. Can you see my hand? It's awful. Like Sam realised at that point. Dude. Cheeky. And then it cuts to the next day. But it looks like I was checking in that night to this place, but before I was in Glasgow, suddenly I'm in Tarbert. Don't get them confused. Oh yeah, I went into room 15. I remember this, and even just the setup shot I quite liked. I walked into room 15, which is true. We went for a drink. Was it room 16 or 15? I can't remember. And then I even loved this shot of me getting ready. Just like that snap there. Really happy with that. And then leave her. It's room 8. And the dog walks past. And the sky, yeah. I do miss doing this sort of stuff. It's a beautiful place. Oh, and then we got a photo, a jumping photo. Yeah. And I remember I had the music very specifically stop. I had the music stop at a very specific moment here when we fall down.
1.
that was the sort of thing I kind of thought I could bring to vlogging, was like being very specific with the music. Yeah. Right, I think that's should be enough stuff to talk about for just now. Yeah, I'd like to do another one of these in the future. Not just vlogging, but I did some videos, kind of 1 second every day, kind of filming 1 second every day for a year, going from one of my birthdays to the other ones. And yeah, I kind of maybe like to talk about those at some point, because those are kind of some of the videos I'm most proud of and kind of shows the progression in kind of me getting better with that sort of stuff the most, I think. So yep, I'll be doing one of those later on in VEDA. I'll post it up here when it's done, and I'll link at the end of this vlog as well as the playlist of the other videos I was talking about, and a few more. Yeah, please do not subscribe to that channel. Please, if you do want to subscribe to this lovely brand new channel. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.